So I played a lot of Need for Speed games when I was growing up, just like a lot of us car guys, and I've never really been into newer cars. The C6 was definitely one of the first cars that drew my attention from old classic cars and made me appreciate newer models more. There's just something about this car that makes it look so intimidating and aggressive, but yet at the same time it's so appealing. The performance, the curves, the sound. What's going on, everybody? This is NSA Vet. Today I will be talking about my 2010 Corvette Grand Sport. So I bought this car about a month ago. Bought this car for my birthday, and everything was perfect. The timing was right, the price was right. We went all the way to Vegas to go and buy this car, and we have a video on it, so make sure to watch that one. Okay, so in this video we're going to be going deep into my Corvette, explaining all the little features, all the little details, all the mods that are in this Corvette at the moment. So this car is the 2010 C6 Grand Sport LS3 LT1 FE3 MPP, and I think that's it. So yeah, I know it's a lot. I know I sound like a fanboy just saying all the chassis codes and all the shit that doesn't matter, but I'm gonna be explaining everything. Just stay tuned. It has a 6-speed manual, so I believe it comes with all the coolers available. It comes with the power steering, oil, differential. It even has the built-in transmission cooler, so that's something you get with the manual transmission of this car. Under the hood of this car, we're packing the beautiful LS3 engine, so it has great potential for making power in this engine. The LS3 is just a beautiful platform. So the meat and potatoes of this car produce around 436 horsepower and around the same for the torque. And it may not sound like a lot, but the car weighs around probably less than 3,300 because the car has a lot of fiberglass all around. It also has a dry sump oil system, which is superior for any type of driving you want to do. One thing I didn't know about my car is that it has a 50-50 weight distribution. So you have the engine in the front and you have the transmission and the differential together in the back of the car to give it a 50-50 weight distribution. I know, it's crazy. It blew my mind when I found out about it too. That is crazy. As far as the body goes, it has a full CR1 body kit. It has the front splitter, the side skirts, and the rear diffuser. Another cosmetic detail about this car that I really love has to be the rear spoiler. It's a CR1 style spoiler and it just makes the back look excellent. It has stop take brakes all around with slotted and jewel rotors. Right now it's on the stock exhaust, but in my opinion it sounds great. Option for this exhaust is called the MPP exhaust option, and it originally only turns on when you go past like 3,500 RPMs, but with the remote that you have, you can manually select the flaps on the exhaust to make it louder or quieter. I love how it sounds right now, but I feel like it needs to be a little bit louder because sometimes the camera doesn't pick it up and it sounds really quiet, but in reality it's actually a great sounding stock exhaust. As far as the engine modifications, everything's completely stock. Not even a cold air intake, nothing. Everything's completely stock. I will show you guys in a moment. And I know you might be saying, why is this kid showcasing a completely stock car? Like, there's no point to that. But in my defense, since it doesn't have any mods, I know that it hasn't been abused as much as other Corvettes, hopefully. The ride height at the moment is stock, and in my opinion it looks excellent. I daily drive this car, so I wouldn't want it to be any lower unless I had airbags and I control the height. But at the moment it's pretty low to the ground. It's lower than the Integra we have. One thing that I really love about this car is the headlights. They're so iconic in my opinion. A lot of people change them for the LED C7 style headlights, but I love the way the stock ones look. It gives me nostalgia. It reminds me of the Corvettes that I used to see on Need for Speed when I was playing, and that was the most iconic part for me about the car. I used to see the yellow CR1s and I was like, man, that car is badass. I need to have one of those. On the rear it has some custom LED taillights, which look amazing. They match my brother's Mustang taillights because they're white, so they look pretty badass. For the wheels, they're OEM Corvette wheels, but I believe they're out of a C7 Corvette. I'm on Michelin Pilot Super Sports, 295 3019 in the front. For the rear, I'm rocking the 335 2520s, which is a big ass tire. It's almost my size. I'm also on spacers. It just makes the tire match the fender perfectly. I'm not sure how thick the spacers are, but I believe they're like inch spacers, and it just looks beautiful with those C7 style wheels. So the Grand Sport is basically the C6 without the LS7 engine, and I know a lot of boomers are going to be triggered, they're going to be mad because I just said that, but it's kind of true. I believe it has the same ride height, the same sway bars, same 33 spline axles, same brakes, and maybe the same shocks. The only difference is that the Grand Sport comes with the LS3 engine, which is for broke people like me that can't afford the LS7 because gas in California is too pricey, but I think those are the main differences. So the FE3 suspension means that you have a handling suspension, you don't have the soft ride or the magnetic suspension. So that's all that the FE3 stands for. So this model is the 1LT package, so it doesn't have a lot of the features for the interior. It doesn't have the heads-up display, and that's something that I'm definitely going to buy because I just love how the green letters look on the windshield when you're driving. That's something that I always loved about Corvettes. The vents on this car are functional. The side vent on the rear actually goes and cools down the rear brakes. This is sort of an intake scoop. At the bottom of the bumper you have two little ducts. I believe it's to cool the front brakes, or they might go towards the coolers. And the fender scoops, well, I'm not too sure what they do, but they look pretty sick, bro. And one thing you might not know is that this model comes with the Targa top. So you have 3 latches, and once you release them, you can drop the top and just enjoy the nice Cali sunset or wherever you live. The nice Minnesota winters. The seats on this car are really comfortable. They're like couches. I love that about this car. Some people think that driving a Corvette is really uncomfortable because they think the hood is too long and it has poor visibility. That's not true. You have excellent visibility, and the seats are really comfortable for somebody like me that's thinner. What a comfortable machine! What a great daily driver! Oh yeah, when you turn on the car, it gives you a little message. You can customize whatever message pops up in the cluster. Every time we turn it on, it says I miss you, and I thought that was pretty funny from the previous owner, so I just left it. This car comes with key fobs. That is something I'm definitely not used to. This is alien technology for me. It's really advanced crazy stuff for me. Just as long as you have it in you and you walk up to the car, it will unlock by itself. I also love how simplistic the interior is. It just reminds me of the interior of the Dodge Vipers. It just makes you feel like you're driving a purpose-built race car. Everything you need to go fast is there, and there's no extra stuff. At least not with the LT1 package, which is the base trim package. Well, the reason why I bought this car, it's because I was saving up to buy a base model, but this car was in the market for $29,000, and I was able to talk with the owner, talk it down to $25,000. It was a great deal. That's why we went to Las Vegas to go pick it up. Some people are gonna say, oh my god, did he really just pay that much for a Corvette? My brother's sister's mom's daughter, that is my wife, paid $7,000 for a Corvette just like that, and it was way faster. You definitely got ripped off. And to that, I would like to respond by saying, cap. For the price of this car, the performance, the feature, the aesthetics, the comfort, everything you get, this is one of the best options that's on the market right now. So I think that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Stay tuned for more badass content. We're gonna continue with the car meet vlogs, the installs, the reviews, the POVs, the close-up videos like this one, and they're gonna be edited and filmed by me and also my brother. Stay tuned and stay ready for those Spanish videos. JR Cycling is killing it at the moment with those, and also my brother. Definitely expect more of those. Stay swift and see you guys.